It is July 1942. Picture this: 18 heavily armed jeeps, the ultimate desert hot rods, screaming across the North African sands. This isn't a joyride, it's a terrifying, high-stakes raid led by Major David Stirling, the founder of the British Special Air Service, SAS. Their target? A critical German Luftwaffe Airfield 230 miles northwest of Cairo, deep behind enemy lines. The moment of truth. Under the pitch-black sky, Stirling and his legendary commanders, Captain Paddy Mayne and Lieutenant Carol Mather, were hunting. They were feeling the pressure. Then the night shattered. Hundreds of bright lights suddenly flip on. The roar of an aircraft engine rips the silence. A Luftwaffe plane is coming in for a landing, right on top of them. Stirling, flanked by the French SAS unit led by André Zirnheld, didn't hesitate. He gave the command that would define the SAS. "Time to go to work, boys." Who dares wins. The wall of fire. Each jeep was a motorized machine gun nest, bristling with twin Vickers K303 machine guns, front and back. At 800 meters, the jeeps snapped into a perfect line, forming a devastating arrowhead. Then the silence broke. As one commando put it, the chaos was deafening. The full-on chaos of 68 machine guns blasting away. The sheer firepower was biblical. The twin Vickers fired at 1,000 rounds per minute. That's 34,000 rounds of ammunition tearing across the illuminated runway every minute. To the shocked Germans, it wasn't a skirmish. It was a wall of fire and noise, tearing Stuka dive bombers and Bf-109 fighters to pieces. The Germans plunged the airfield into darkness, thinking they were safe. They were wrong. The rampage begins. Stirling fired a green flare into the sky, lighting up the runway like a carnival target. "Forward!" The jeeps, led by Stirling and Zirnheld, charged onto the runway, rolling at a slow, deliberate 2.5 miles per hour, a victory parade of destruction. No plane was spared. Stuka, Bf-109s, Ju-88s. The pride of the Luftwaffe went up in flames. German troops hid beneath the parked aircraft, a fatal mistake as the jeeps sprayed lead high and low. They rolled the entire length of the runway and were turning to hit the taxiway when the Germans finally regrouped. If this true story of sheer audacity has you on the edge of your seat, smash that like button. What part of this raid surprised you the most? Comment below. And don't miss the dramatic conclusion. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss a historical deep dive. The cost of audacity. The Germans scrambled to fire a 20mm Breda anti-air gun and mortars. The silence was instantly replaced by a shrieking barrage. A mortar round landed right in the center of the formation. Bullets screamed over the commandos' heads. Tragedy struck. Trooper John Robson was hit, slumping over his machine gun. Then a shell from the Breda gun tore through Stirling's own jeep, killing the engine. "We haven't got an engine," someone yelled. Stirling and his gunner piled into another jeep, pushing the image of their fallen comrade to the back of their minds. They didn't stop firing. The Breda crew was overwhelmed and annihilated. When the chaos finally stopped, Stirling killed the engines. The airfield was a ghostly silence, lit only by the massive bonfire of German aircraft. The damage report: only one casualty, Robson. Plenty of ammo left. Stirling's call: "All right, we'll have one more go, then beat it." Paddy Mayne's final word. During the second cleanup sweep, Lieutenant Paddy Mayne spotted an untouched Ju-52 transport. Without a word, he jumped out of the jeep, placed a bomb on the wing, and sprinted back. The Ju-52 erupted. That was the SAS's way of saying goodbye. The jeep split into groups, planning to vanish into the dawn. While Stirling's men held a quiet, heartbreaking funeral for Robson, marking his grave with a cross of cans, the French unit faced the retribution. 4 German Stuka bombers found them, trapping them under a small, inadequate ridge. It was a deadly storm of lead and sand. Second-in-command, François Martin, found Zirnheld, the French leader, hit in the stomach and shoulder. They raced for the rendezvous, but the desert was unforgiving. I am at peace. Stirling's group, lost and low on fuel and water, battled the brutal desert for 2 more days. They were saved when their navigator miraculously spotted British jeeps at the rendezvous point from the edge of a steep escarpment. We made it! But for the French, there was no joy. As they drove, Zernheld grew paler. He pulled Martin close and whispered his final words, which echoed the impossible calm of the desert. I am going to leave you. I am at peace. The incredible audacity of the SAS's desert raids led to Major David Stirling being awarded the Distinguished Service Order. Shortly after, L Detachment officially became the legendary Special Air Service. Zernheld's final poem, found later by his comrade, became the official Paratrooper S prayer of the French airborne forces, a lasting tribute to the desert spirit. The courage of these men in the face of impossible odds is the stuff of legends. What did you think of the sheer scale of the destruction? Comment your thoughts on Major Stirling's leadership. If you want more incredible tales from the founding of the SAS, hit the like button and definitely subscribe to our channel for the next story you won't believe is true.